So just a few more minutes. Once everyone joins, we'll just continue with the session. In the meantime, don't waste your time. Just keep that website ready. Go through the syntax for if else. Okay. Good evening, guys. We'll just start off with the concepts for today. So yesterday, day before yesterday, I think you people had issues login, all this thing. Majority of the problem should have been solved by now. You people are very well aware of the software and everything should be in your hands. Just a minute. Okay, listen now. So right now, yesterday and all day before yesterday, you people had a problem sir logging these kind of things. So we just took a lot of consume lot of time. But today it's purely about coding, coding, coding. We are going to solve more the programs today. So let us not discuss too much about the software, all other things which you're capable of handling the things. So if you're finding after clicking on login button or anything, you just go to clear the cache memory or open in incognito browser. Try to rectify the things coolly. But right now, I just don't wish to consume more time talking about these issues. I hope you can understand. For us, it's something like 70% coding is important, 30% test, the software part, non-technical things. So you can, which I hope you can handle this outside the class, which you can handle. I hope you need help, we can help you out. But majority of the things, I hope that you can handle on your own. So let us not consume too much time on that. Let us start with the most important part, coding part. Correct? Super. So please tell me before starting off with this. So the boot camp session is really helping your people in learning more important things. It's something going on, interesting things. I just don't wish to bore you people with this. So it should help you. Whatever your expectation should have been reached. So whatever we promise with respect to teach you in the bootcamp session is going on successfully, and your coding efficiency should have been increased in the last 2 days. And then the way you approach the programming, the way you need to solve, it should have been helping you people. That is what logical programming is all about. It's you have to practice, 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 and understand. I can help you out with more programs, but for that, you just need to make sure whatever the programs I teach you, you should practice it then and there itself. Instead of tomorrow, 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 make sure you practice the same day. Got it? Okay. Now the active quizzes are not there. I can understand, which I will activate now. Meaning, so now I'll explain the two questions and then I'll activate the active quizzes. I'll give the third test, which you can attempt it again. So we'll just say take a new set of programs for today. So I'll do the two programs maximum. First, I'll explain the question, and you go attempt it on the test freshers website. Come back, I'll explain the program, compare your program. Like that, we'll move on. Let us not take too much of time discussing all these things. So let me take up the first question for the day. So directly we'll get into the coding part. Let me just check out what is the fourth test I have, the paper. Okay. So I have the two set of questions, something like this. So I have two set of questions. So I hope the question is visible for each and every one of you. Fine. Now concentrate on the coding part. See, let us ignore all the other non-technical stuff. For us, coding is important. First, let us look into this. You just ignore all other things what you have. I have given you the question. So what is the approach for this question? How to solve the question? We'll just go forward one by one slowly. So as I told you already, first thing we'll have the first thing we'll just have this. You remember we have to understand the question. You spend a lot of time on understanding the question. Directly writing the program is not going to help you out. So let us start understanding the question here. A study has shown that playing a musical instrument helps increasing the IQ by 7 points. It's not 77. Hold on. I think I need to make the changes over there. It's not 77. It's 7. Give me a minute. Just to give me a minute. Okay. Later I'll do it later. So let me explain you. So here it is 7. Now, the first line is telling me human beings IQ will be increased by 7 when you're learning to play a musical instrument. When you're playing a musical instrument, the IQ increases by 7 points. And now let us not do the research, sir. Is it true, sir? Then I will play musical instrument and increase my IQ, sir. Don't try it out. It's just a research, but not proved. So, sir, every day I'll sit and play the music. My IQ will be more than the greatest person available in the world. Don't try it out. So, study the first point. When you play a musical instrument, one's IQ increase by 7 points. Next up, Karthik knows he can beat Einstein in physics. Of course, that's a dream, just a scenario, no. So I'm highlighting myself. It's just a story, right? Anyhow, I'm not going to beat Einstein because he's not. Assume what is there? We can assume anything until until it is proved. Let us assume. Actually, overconfidence only, not an issue. Karthik knows he can't beat Einstein in physics, but he wants to try his best in an IQ competition. There's a competition. I just want to make sure I beat everyone in the. I want to beat him in IQ competition, which I told you I can't. But we'll try it out. There's nothing wrong in trying. Something is impossible, not an issue, but there's nothing wrong in making an effort to achieve that. If you tell it is difficult, it is not possible, you just be like that only. Let us go attempt it. Previously to the bootcamp session, you thought all these programs are difficult, but now you made an attempt, you're finding it easier. Simple. Let us make a try. Afterward, let us decide whether it is difficult, whether it is easy. That's a different question mark. First, making an attempt. Let us try to learn the things. Okay. Now, concentrate on this. So Karthik knows he can't beat Einstein in physics, but he wants to try his beat him in IQ competition. So next, you know, Einstein had an IQ of 170. That's the third line. The IQ of Einstein is 170. So I think Einstein is the person living a person who has the biggest, more IQ. If I'm not wrong, he was the person with the highest IQ in the world. If I'm not wrong, according to my knowledge. Okay. You know, Einstein had an IQ of 170. And currently, Karthik has an IQ of X. What is that X? Which is going to be the first input of in our program. This will be the first input. My IQ, Karthik's IQ is the first input argument which I have to take. So my IQ is definitely lesser than this. Determine after learning to play a musical instrument. That is, as of now, my IQ is this much. When I try to play a musical instrument, my IQ increases by 7 points. My IQ increases by 7 points. So determine if after learning the playing the musical instruments, Karthik's IQ will be strictly greater than Einstein's. And print if it is possible for Karthik to beat Einstein, else print no. Without giving the effort, don't tell no. Make an effort first. So I hope you understood the scenario here. When I play a musical instrument, my IQ increases by 7 points. I want to compete with Einstein. I know it's not possible, but let us do it. I want to try to beat him in an IQ competition. So I just want to get increase my IQ more than Einstein's. Einstein's mark is 170. Mine is X, some XYZ value. So let me just check out. After learning to play the musical instrument, will my IQ will be greater than Einstein or not? Can I beat him or not? This is what I want to try. I hope you understood the question. I hope you people understood the question. Now, I have a small suggestion or advice for you people. I have a small suggestion or advice. When I'm explaining the concept, please don't be overconfident. Sir, I know I will write the program and start writing the program. Don't be too much overconfident. There might be some important things which you might miss out. You have enough time after the class to sit and learn the things. Correct? Some crucial information you might get during my explanation. If you're overconfident and start writing the program, the crucial information you'll miss out, and again you'll sit and struggle. Sir, I wrote it correctly. I'm not getting error. What to do, sir? So it's a request from my side. I'll give you time to write. Utilize the time what I give you to write, but please do concentrate on what I explain. Please, it's a request. Don't be overconfident. Fine. Now let us consider my IQ int. My IQ is equal to, I have an IQ of 130. I have an IQ of 130. Is it possible for me to beat Einstein after learning the musical instrument? When I learn a musical instrument, it increases by only 7 points. So 130 plus 7, 137. Is it greater than 170? No. You cannot beat Einstein with the IQ you have. The answer is system.out.println. No. Suppose my IQ is 165. After learning the musical instrument, 165 plus 7, 172. My IQ is greater than Einstein. I can beat him in an IQ competition. Answer is yes, it is possible for me. Super. I hope each and every one of you have understood the question. So I want to check whether my IQ can beat Einstein or not. So my IQ level is currently this much, and I can increase it by playing an instrument. And will it exceed Einstein? This is what I have to write the code. So programming part, declare one variable, take sc.nextInt method. Using the scanner class, you can take capital INT. Remember, it's capital I, nextInt. Import statement, all these things I've just showed you. And if condition, you decide what to write here. I'm not going to do it today for you because I've explained this should be very, very, very simple if I'm not wrong. In the system.out.println statement, just display YES. I think it is lowercase YES, and display in the else statement, no. I hope you can decide what to write here. That's possible for you. I hope this is very possible for you people. Okay, perfect. If this is clear, we'll move on to the second question. If the things are very clear, we'll move on to the next question. Perfect. And this is another simplest one, your daily life experience, which you are going to encounter each and every day, morning to evening, minimum one time per day. Karthik's phone shows a battery low notification. Of course, everyone's battery is the same thing, not mine is not special. If the battery level is 15 or less, give the battery level notification level of Karthik's phone in X. So we have to show a battery level notification if the battery level is less than 15 or 6. The moment you get 15, I think in your mobile, I'm not sure what is the capacity of other brands. So iPhone, when it becomes 20, it shows the notification. So here their phone, they're showing 15. Your phone, when it becomes lesser than this, it will show you the notification. Lesser notification, it will show. Correct? Okay, perfect. Now listen to me. Given the Karthik's battery level currently is X, determine whether it should show battery load notification or not. My current battery limit is this much. So I should decide, should I show notification or not? That is how internally works. Remember, the notification will be decided in your mobile depending upon when it reaches the limit, you should show. When it is not in the limit, don't show notification. So int battery limit, battery is equal to my limit is 45%. I have now 45. Now if condition, I should write So what is the answer I have to write? Let me go through the question once again. Yeah, what should I display? Yes or no? Give me a minute. I'll just look at the question carefully. The input, because it's case sensitive. No, I'm very careful with explaining. So okay, N no, it's lowercase. It's lowercase. N no Y yes. Should I display notification? Yes or no? So here system dot out dot println. I have to display yes or no. Capital Y E S and else statement system dot out dot println. Very simplest program I have given you people. Is it possible for you to attempt this question? The simplest of all the programs, if I'm not wrong. Can you solve this on the? I will activate the quiz now. This is still not active. I will activate it in a few minutes. Can you do this two programs on your own? Possible? You understood how simple the question is? Superb. Please give me 2 minutes of time. I'll activate it right now. You can just start it up. Just give me 2 minutes. The fourth question paper. Is it fourth question paper? So three are done, right? Yeah, it's fourth question paper. So let me activate it. The time limit I'll be giving you, it's 10th today. So the time duration 7 p.m. It will be active till 11 o'clock. I have activated it till tomorrow. You have time. Okay, it is possible for you to complete it within today only. This is simple program. Let me keep it within today. So please refresh your active pages, active quiz pages, and do confirm me, is it activated? Please go through. Please open the active quizzes. Please refresh it. Now it should show the fourth test. Please do start your test. I hope 15 minutes should be maximum for you people for the two questions. I hope the 15 minutes should be maximum for you people to do both the questions. Please do it. Please do it. 1 minute, 1 minute. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I forgot to make the modification. Sorry. I forgot to make the modification. Come. 1 minute. Just give me a small 1 minute. I'll just modify the question. I think that 77 was a mistake was there. Let me just rectify that. Give me a minute. Don't do anything. Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. It is not showing active quizzes. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Do it in Edit Plus. First thing, do it in practice it in Edit Plus, and give me 5 more minutes of time. I'll just do it on the Test Freshers website for you people. Try to solve the question in the Edit Plus. Keep it ready. Try to solve the question in the Edit Plus. I think I made a mistake with 77, a small technical mistake. Hello. Yes. 1 minute. 1 minute. So try to solve it in the Edit Plus. Guys, just 2 more minutes. Now, if you try to after 2 minutes, I'll just tell you. Try to refresh it and check out the active quizzes. Try to refresh and check out the active quizzes. I've just made some modification in the question. The wrong 77 was a wrong. So test cases will not get executed. I've just made the changes. Calm down. Just 2 more minutes. Calm down. Calm down. No active quizzes. I know. Just calm down. I'll let you know. Just 2 minutes. Calm down. Okay, please refresh it now and check out the changes has been made. The test has been activated. Please check out now. Okay, some people it's changed, some people not changed. Guys, can you just check it out now? Please check out now. I think it should be working now. Yes, it is perfect. Please do start it. Next time, I'll make sure this should not be repeated. I'll just be more careful. I'll just be more careful for the next time. It's a request. So start writing the program. Start writing the program. Write the program properly. Write the program properly. Refresh it and check it out. Okay, the people who are already writing, you just keep writing. Other people, I'll just show you the procedure. The people who already written starting to write, just start writing. So what you need to do once you created the profile, registered, logged in, add batch code. The batch code is everything in lowercase Java program. I'll just broadcast it in the group. I'll just broadcast it. Java program. I'll just broadcast it Java program. So enter that batch code, and if you go to active quizzes, it should show a page like this. So already test. I just need to. So here active quizzes, start and results. So I think for the first time it will show only start. So click on the start button. Remember, you'll be finding it in the active quizzes. active quizzes. And if you're failing, or if you're failing to log in or any problem, if it is stuck over there, I suggest you people to open it using the incognito browser, or you just clear the cache memory in your browser and try to refresh it. You'll definitely able to get it. Active quizzes. So I'll just other people you continue writing the program. Other people, you don't worry about this. You continue writing the program. So for you people, I'll just create a new account. I'll just show you. Check out this. The people who are still struggling with the problems, concentrate carefully. So login problem. Others, you write the code in the meantime. You don't concentrate about this. You just mute or just start writing the code. You don't worry about this. The people who are telling problem, problem, problem. Once again, I'll do it for you people. Concentrate. Register. So my email ID at the rate gmail.com. Contact number. Of course, not my number. Don't write it out. You can't reach me over there. QSpiders and the password. So click on the register button, enter the details, enter the branch organization properly, testing people, QSpiders, development people, JSpiders. Click on submit option. Select your branch, whatever the branch you available. The place where you're doing the offline course. If it is online, select web online. So I'll select the branch, submit. So enter your personal details. See the same page which I'm doing it for you, it's working. The only thing, make sure you just clear the cache memory or make sure you open it in the incognito browser. You just keep refreshing it. The same website which you are accessing, the same website I'm accessing. So when it is working for me, it should definitely work for you too. Make sure you do it patiently without panicking. That's first important thing. So enter the details, click on submit. Next, give all this your password. So enter the details. You people know your 10th PU, whatever the nearest information you know, you just enter it as of now. The nearest possible information which you people have an idea regarding, you just enter the details. So if the degree is not there, others, if your stream is there, select that. If it is not there, click on others. Year of password. So percentage. So 35.6. Whatever the percentage you have CGPA. So degree, college, others, do you have a backlog, year gap? Enter all the details, submit. Okay, value must be greater than 10, 45 point some value. So click on submit option. So in this page, what you have to do is click on add batch code. You have to enter JAVAPROGRAM, submit. And if you go to the active quizzes pages, you'll be able to see. In front of you, I just created one account and I just entered all the details. I'm able to start just 5 minutes to 10 minutes. You just need to carefully concentrate. Clear? Fine. By mistake, you did something. Fine. Ignore that. Test is important over there. After that, you can just call the team or we get it verified. All other things we can do it later. Create the test by entering the nearest information possible and start with the test. Sir, I selected that. Sir, I selected this. Fine. Ignore. Happened is happened. Leave it. Why you bother about the things which are already happened? We can't change it now. Let us move forward. Let us move forward. So no queries with respect to login problem, this problem, that problem. Keep trying. In front of you only, I just did it. See, I just did it in front of you people. Already we have consumed a lot of time. Please finish it fast. Be careful with displaying yes and no. Lowercase n no. Then only it will. I mean, capital N, lowercase o. Capital Y, lowercase es. Fine. I'll do it for you people, or you need time. We'll start it off. So to get the quizzes, you have to enter the batch code Java program. So go to profile, view profile, add batch code JAVAPROGRAM, everything in lowercase. And if you go to quizzes page, active quizzes, you'll be able to start. Open the browser in incognito mode and make sure you just register, you just log in with the valid details. If one browser is not working, just go and try it with other browser. Just take the decisions on the move. Don't keep panicking or don't keep worrying about the things which are not working out. It's no issue speaking about the issues. Try to resolve them. So 4 more minutes I'll give you. After that, I'll start with my explanation by writing the program. See, while writing the program, be very careful because the smallest to minute mistake also can create test cases might not pass. There is zero room for error. Let me remind you something. There's zero room for error. Enter the code very slowly. 4 more minutes. I'll just start it off. You can just follow me. You can compare the program with what I wrote with what you wrote. See, again, I'm telling you, I told you, right? It's not about correct answer or wrong answer. It's about your efforts. We are not giving you first place, second place, something like gold, silver. I don't want your correct answer exclusive with this only. I just don't want your answer. So 2 more minutes. I'll start off with the concepts. I'll start off with the writing the program. Remember, the moment you write the program and get the output, the confidence level is going to grow like anything. You just think, is it me who wrote this program? If it is timed out, you can reattempt the test. Not an issue. I got the output correctly, but it is showing fail. Might be test cases would have not passed up. There are some small mistakes which would have ignored. See, you should be extra careful. Again, I'll tell you should be extra careful in the code. Every minute is important. Okay, enough. I'll do it. Please stop everything. Please stop everything. I'll do it. You can just compare and start doing with myself. See, as a student, I'll just start off with the test. I'll do it for you. I'll click on the start button. A study has shown, I think the question you already discussed. The study has shown playing a musical instrument increases one IQ by 7 points. So Karthik knows he can't beat Einstein, but he wants to try. So you know Einstein's IQ is 170 and Karthik currently has IQ of X. Determine if learning to play a musical instrument. After learning to play a musical instrument, Karthik's IQ will be strictly greater than Einstein. If yes or no. So first important thing I told you, we need import statement, the scanner class concept, java dot util dot. I'll be very careful this time because I had a lot of errors. I had a I had a lot of errors in the previous program. I'll be extra careful. Plus program one. So here I'll just have main method public static void main string args. So inside this, so I just have scanner. Okay, first of all, I'll close this if I forget later. Method closing, class closing. If I forget later. So scanner. This is mandatory in every program. New scanner. Because whenever you're dealing with test cases, we need the scanner class concept. I just gave you the overview yesterday. So what is the first input I have to take from the keyboard? My IQ. Affix IQ is equal to, right now it is sample input Okay, I hope I had a problem with the internet. I think it should be solved now. Give me a minute. Just give me a minute. So, I was just explaining you about the website, the quiz. Okay, I had a problem, so it should be resolved now. Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. So, I was doing with respect to this program. Let us continue from there. I was just doing the program. Let me just continue with this. So, I was speaking about the scanner class up to this. My IQ. Can you just confirm me? I hope everything is clear now. Screen is visible. My audio is clear. Perfect. Perfect. Done. Done. Listen now. So, my IQ, current IQ, I'll take it from the keyboard. After that, my new IQ will be after learning, according to the question, after learning the musical instrument, my IQ will be increased by 7 points. So, my new IQ is equal to current IQ plus 7. Is it possible for me to beat? Determine after learning to play a musical instrument, is it possible for me to beat him? Is it possible for me to beat Einstein? So, what is the condition? If my new IQ greater than, should I compare with equal to also? If learning a playing, Karthik IQ will be strictly greater than Einstein. They mentioned the word strictly greater, meaning it's not even equal to, it should be greater than. It's not even equal to sign, it's greater than. Let me try it out. Greater than, it's just greater than, strictly greater than, not equal to also. 170. So inside this, I will print system dot out dot print ln. Yes, and then else statement. System dot out dot print ln. No. So this is what the question. My IQ I'm taking from keyboard. My IQ plus 7 will be the new IQ. My new IQ is compared with greater than 170. If it is yes, I can beat Einstein. If not, I cannot beat Einstein. Let me check out my test case. The input I'll give. So what is the input? 165. 165. Hit the program, boss. Okay, I think I miswrote one curly braces somewhere. Closing parenthesis. Okay, for the else statement, I miswrote my curly braces. I need to be very careful. Okay, let me check mine now. Status of the program success. Your output is yes. Execute test case. So expected output no. Your output is no. Status of the program. One of the test cases passed. Close. My program is perfectly working fine. See, why my IQ plus 7? According to the question, determine after learning to play musical instrument. When I learn to play musical instrument, my IQ will be increased by 7. So that is my new IQ should be compared with Einstein, not current IQ what I take. X plus 7 should be compared with 170 because I'm learning to play a musical instrument. Plus 7. This is a code. It has passed the test. Super. You have to be extra careful with this. Okay, some people you're just going to write here itself directly. If you write my IQ plus 10, 7, it won't work. So I've written it in a new variable and then I'm using it. Try to reduce the expressions inside this condition to avoid the confusions. So hope this program should be very clear. Without any delay, I'll go to the second question, which is more simple. Which is more simple. So Karthik's phone shows a battery low notification if battery level is less than 15 or less. So take the current battery and decide, should I show notification or should I not show notification? and this is constant. I mean, every program, the scanner class. The more you write, I think you should get more clarity. Would have been by now the programs, so many number of programs you have written. That scanner class, you should have practiced this a lot. Public, static, void, main, capital string, args. So inside the curly braces. I'm forgetting to write the curly braces. So let me learn the mistake. Let me be more careful this time. Now, if I forgot to tell you one more thing, I just got it now. If I click on the tab button, because basically tab means I just want extra space, but here the tab space will go to next because it's a browser. The tab concept is not going to work like you do in normal text editor. You have to use space bar itself. So first thing, I want to take my battery scanner class. Scanner SC is equal to new scanner system dot in. I think this is a very basic thing in every program. Each and every program, this is a basic thing. Superb. Now listen to me carefully. So inside this, I have to take, I want to know what is my battery level currently. Battery level. In the battery level. What is my battery level? In the battery level. SC dot next enter. Let them enter the battery level so that I can decide whether to show notification or not show notification. So after battery level, what? Now I have to compare. Should I show notification or not? Compare it. So what is the question? If it is 15 or less, show notification. If the value in battery level lesser than or equal to 15. And I write like this according to the question. If the battery level is 15 or less, battery level less than or you just convert this English words to Java statements. Very simple. Curly braces. Let's be more careful this time. System dot out dot println. So what I have to print YES capital Y. You should be very careful. Capital Y. ES. If you write everything uppercase, also test case will fail. So if I write this is also a mistake. We are expecting the sample output YES, meaning it should be in lower cases. First one capital, second one low. Majority of you are making a mistake over there and telling test case is not working, test case is not working. This is an extra step you have to be more careful. System dot out dot ln capital NO. Sorry, lowercase. I hope this is the program we wanted. Superb. So did I do any mistakes? I think I'm perfect. Let me check the test cases 15. So currently my battery level is 15. So it should show, we should show the notification. Yes. Check program. Yes, your output is yes. Status of the program success. Close this. Execute the test case. No. One status of the test case. One test case passed. Remember, status of the program shows success, but here, majority of the cases, it will show zero of the one test cases passed. You should observe that carefully. Majority of you are telling, sir, I am getting status of the program success, but it is showing fail because test cases are not getting passed. Observe that also. Some of you people are telling me, sir, success. Got it? Observe carefully. Close this. Now, finish my test. Go to the quiz results. Score 10. I passed. What is the programs are written? This is the programs. Small mistakes. See, in front of you only I wrote the complete code. I passed. As a student only I read the program. You should take care of small things. Is it clear? I hope these two programs should be very clear for you people. I hope these two programs should be very clear by now. Perfect. Perfect then. Without any delay, I'll extend it. I will active quizzes. I'll extend up to tomorrow. You can just try it out till. See, you did it now. You're not able to do it. You're stuck in the errors. Fine. Let us be there. You just keep it as assignment part. You just go after the class. We'll learn more things now. After the class, utilize the time to try out this slowly with a lot of patience. I have given you 15 readings. Try it. Let us not think too much about the errors right now. I hope I was able to explain in a very clear way. Now let us move on to next program instead of being stuck over here only. I have explained you. Fine, we'll move on. Still, you have a lot of attempts left out. Okay. So next, I'll just start off with the fifth quiz. Let us move on. Let us not be stuck over there. I'll just show you the fifth quiz. The next set of questions. We'll just start off with the next question. Give me time. I'll just check out what is the question. This time, let me be more careful. If there any mistakes in the question, then only I'll activate it for you. Okay, this should be very interesting program. It's a story of a movie. Fine. So next two questions. So leave all the things aside. Sir, previous program you I'll give you time. You can just go and practice. Concentrate on this question, particular question. Concentrate on the question. Concentrate. Forget every issues. I'm not going to read any of your messages. Leave that aside. Don't need to message me. I'm not going to check any of the messages. I just want pure concentration now. Because when I'm explaining the things, you're worried about some other things and you'll get stuck while writing the program. I'll be explaining something important. You just ignore this, you'll be worried about other things. And you'll be stuck something, sir, I'm not able to understand, stuck this kind of thing. Concentrate more. That's the solution I can give you. Okay. It is the World Cup finals. I think if everything is proper, tomorrow we should have watched the Asia Cup finals. But unfortunate things. Leave. So we'll go to the World Cup in another 2 to 3 months. So it is the World Cup finals. Might be in future. So basically, before telling you this question, would you like to watch a match between India and Hong Kong? Would you like to watch a match between India and Hong Kong? Would you like to watch a match between India and Pakistan? That's the question is about. That's all the question is about. How many people broke the TV? I think 2 days before or 3 days before. How many people broke the TVs? Fine. If you're watching it using laptop, I guess you would have broken your laptops also. Okay, fine. After breaking that, you will realize the importance of that. Fine. Forget about this. Your career match is more important than the cricket match. Let us come back. Let us come back. Now, so Karthik only finds a match interesting if the skill difference between the comparing teams. Listen, this is a World Cup final. Now, I think if I take an example tomorrow, you people might not be interested in that match because it's Sri Lanka versus Pakistan, something like that. So here, whether you're interested to watch the match or not interested depends upon this. Karthik finds the match interesting if the skill difference between the competing teams is less than or equal to D. It is something like the ranking if you take number one rank match minus 10th rank match. The team's number one team versus 10th ranked team, you will not watch. Number one team plus number two team, you will watch. I mean, you have the limit, skill difference should be this much, then it will be more competitive. Number one team playing with the number 100 team, the skill difference is too much. I will not watch the match. It's not competitive. Okay, listen now. So what is they are asking me? If the skill difference of the competing teams is less than or equal to D. So they are giving me the number. What is the skill difference for the match to be interesting? If this is a match interesting, it will be if the skill difference is lesser. If the skill difference is more, the match is not competing. It's not interesting. Given that the skills of the teams competing in the final are X and Y respectively, they are giving me what are the skills of the teams which are participating. The ranks, rank number one, rank number 10, X and Y. X and Y respectively. Now, determine whether Karthik will find the game interesting or not. The same thing I told you. If it is India versus Hong Kong, I'll not watch. If it is India versus Pakistan, I'll watch. The interesting will be decided based on the competing teams' skill difference. Highly skilled team versus highly skilled team, the difference is very lesser. Equally competing teams, I can watch. But lesser, higher one and lesser ranked team, I'll not watch. 99 team plus 900 team, I can watch because on the it will be competitive. According to their skill level, it is competitive. 99th ranked team competing with 100th ranked team, the competition is between them, then it might be competitive because both of them are having the same skills. So they will give you the skills of two teams competing in the final, X and Y. Team A, what is the skill? Team B, what is the skill? Okay, now listen carefully. First thing, they'll give me team A. What is the skill difference of team A? Skill of team A. A skill. Alright, A skill is equal to. I'll repeat the question. And again, while writing the code, I'm going to repeat. A skill is equal to X value. Let us take. They have given me X in the B skill. Okay, let me write the correct number only. Right? To make you understand, let me write the number. The skill, it is 15th rank. Let us consider. B skill is second rank. Is second rank. Now, if the skill difference in the competing team is less than or equal to D, the match will be competitive if the skill difference is lesser than D value. Let us take the D value, skill difference as 4. They will give you this input, the skill difference D, they will give you. Input argument we have to take. If the skill difference between two teams competing is lesser than 4, match is competitive. If skill difference is more than 4, match is not competitive. For example, there is a 15th ranked team and there is a second ranked team. What is the skill difference between these two teams? 15 minus 2. 15 minus 2, it is 13. 15 minus 2 is 13. You tell me now. The skill difference is 13. The expected difference should be 4. So, the match will be competitive or not? Will the game be interesting or not? The game will be now interesting or not because you expected the minus value to be lesser than 4. X minus y should be lesser than the d value. Then the match will be interesting. Okay, suppose if number one ranked team is competing with number two ranked team, 1 minus 2, 1 minus 2. So it goes into negative number also. Oh, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. It goes to negative number. Then I have to make sure negative value will not come. So I have to take bigger number first and subtract it with smaller number because I don't want to get a negative result for comparison. So first greater number minus lesser number. So how to do that in programming? I'll show you. So skill difference is 1. Is the skill difference lesser than expected? Yes. The match will be more interesting. I hope now you got the idea. I hope now you got the idea. It's simple. Number one ranked team competing with number ranked two team. So you find the difference between their skills. Instead of skills, you can just, if you want more understanding, you can call this as rank. Instead of skills, you can just use the word ranking. Number one rank, number two rank. The skill difference now, ranking difference is 1, 2 minus 1. It's 1. The match will be competitive for sure. If there is a 25th ranked team competing with 24th ranked team, remember, D value will be given by user, skill will be given by user. This 4 is not a constant number. I decided this as 4. Understand, boss? This difference is taken by the keyboard. User will give what is the difference. Because interesting thing, according to you, they have not given any value here. This value D, A skill, B skill, you can decide all the three inputs. And based on that, you have to decide whether the match will be interesting or not. Because for me, I find what is interesting, the number skill difference for me is different, skill difference for you is different. So that should be decided by the user. So what is the question now? If a skill, so first of all, I need to get the skill difference, right? I need to get the skill difference. I need to get the skill difference. The skill difference I have right now is so first greater number I should take, then lesser number I should take. So to be on the careful, to be on the safer side, what I'll do, you know? First of all, if A skill greater than B skill, if A skill greater than B skill, I will take one number int skill difference is equal to 0. Guys, listen carefully. I don't want to use any inbuilt methods. Skill difference is equal to 0. If A skill greater than B skill, I will do skill difference is equal to greater number is A skill. A skill minus B skill. If you find the first number greater, then A minus B you do. In the else statement, I will write. Can you just guess what I should can write? B skill minus A skill. This is how you find the skill difference between the two teams. I'm just finding the skill difference between the two teams. Why did I write this? So that I can expect the skill difference as a positive number. I just wrote this code to make sure I get the skill difference as a positive number. Okay, now the real-time scenario will do. I'll repeat the whole question once again with the real-time scenario. After this, first let me write the code for you people. I'll just write the complete code and then I'll trace the program to make you understand. If whatever the skill difference which I got, this value lesser than or equal to D. If the skill difference is lesser than or equal to D, match will be interesting. Yes. So I'll just write yes. In the else statement, sum dot out dot int ln no. So tell me, have you okay, now I'll change the complete data. I'll change the complete data for you people so that I can explain you better way. I'll trace the program and I'll explain the concept. I'll trace the program, you'll understand better the clarity. So this A skill, B skill, D value will be given by the user. First you have to take D, next A skill, next B skill. This is a sequence. First input will be D, second input will be A skill, third input will be B skill. Or if you want more clarity according to the question, I'll take X and Y only so that you will be more clear with the question. So in the question, they have taken X and Y values, right? Okay, I'll keep it in terms of X and Y. If you want to understand it in a more better way, I'll keep it in terms of X and Y to keep it simple according to the question. Fine. Now listen. The D value, let us keep it. You tell me some number. Okay, I'll just select the number. Match, I want more interesting when it is lesser than 5 or 6. I'll just choose it 6. And the first rank team will be here. I'll just choose the first skill is 17, second skill is 78. 78. Now, what is the skill difference? 17 greater than 78. 17 greater than 78. Condition is true or false? False. So I have to go here. Skill difference. Skill difference is equal to y minus x. What is the value y? 78 minus 17. 78 minus 17. It is equal to how much? I think it comes around 61. It comes around 61. Now, skill difference is 61. 61 lesser than or equal to how much? 6. The value, my skill difference wants to be 6. The condition is false. So it is going to print no. I hope you understood the code at least now. I hope you people got an idea at least now. That's what I told you. In between the explanation, you're confused. Wait till I complete the program. Just have some patience till I complete. Don't be in a hurry. Now, let me change the question. The skill difference I want is 2. And here the competing teams. Okay, let me keep it 3. The competing teams. 7th rank team is competing with 9th rank team. 7th rank team is competing with 9th rank team. So here, if 7 greater than 9, so the condition is false. So we are going to do the skill difference as y minus x, that is 9 minus 7. 9 minus 7. So it is equal to 2. So in this case, 2 lesser than or equal to 3. Skill difference is, the condition is true, meaning the match will be interesting. Yes. The match will be definitely interesting. So this is what they're asking. It is a World Cup. Karthik has to find the match is interesting or not. Karthik only finds a match interesting if the skill difference is lesser than or equal to D. If the skill difference is lesser than or equal to D. So that is what I have written here. Skill difference lesser than or equal to D. Now, given the skills of the teams competing in final are X and Y, the X is 7, Y is 9. Determine whether Karthik find the game interesting or not. And if you ask me, sir, why have you done like this? Skill difference you have given 0, because if I directly give this value without taking this if else statement, if I directly write skill difference is equal to X minus Y, there is a possibility of getting negative number. See, if I directly give it something like this, there's a possibility of getting negative number. So to avoid the negative number, I have done something like this. I'll give equal to 0. I will calculate if the first number is greater than first second number, I will do x minus y. If the first number is lesser than second number, I do y minus x. To just get a positive result, I have written this if else statement. I can use ternary operator, but majority of them doesn't know ternary operator is not covered. So I'm just using it something like this. So this is reinitialization. Clear? Clear with this? Okay, perfect. Now we'll move on to the next set of question. See, remember this if is different, this if else is different. I think you're confused with this. This if else I have written two if else statements. I have written. Understood? Okay. So let us go to the next query now. Let us go to the second question now. So D value you have to take from keyboard. 7 X value you have to take from keyboard. I think I've written the whole program only. I've just written the complete program if I'm not wrong. While explaining only, I've written the program also I've written. Fine. Now, second program. Don't get shocked looking at a big question over there. So another famous movie story. So your famous film character Katappa, as you all know, is one of the greatest warriors of his times. I don't know in which world. It's not a real world. It's a real world movie. So the kingdom of Mahishmati had never lost a battle under him. The kingdom of Mahishmati has never lost a battle under him. Fine. Next. And the reason for that is their powerful army, also called as Mahasena. Story. You'll find it is more interesting now. So first three lines understood. Katappa is the greatest warrior. The kingdom of Mahishmati has never lost any battle under Katappa, and the reason is he has very powerful army called Mahasena. Okay. Katappa is a very superstitious person, meaning he might follow certain superstitions. He'll just follow certain superstitions. He believed that a soldier is lucky. He believed that a soldier is lucky if the soldier is holding even number of weapons. Understand here. Is army. If one soldier is having even number of weapons, a soldier can have multiple weapons, bow and arrow, a sword, a gun is not there. What are the other things? Okay, leave X, Y, Z. So how many weapons is he holding? He will be lucky. He has even number of weapons. It's a superstitious belief. Even you people will be having many superstitions. I think if I'm not wrong, if you watch while watching the match, you'll be more superstitious. If you're sitting like this, India will win the match. If you're sitting not like this, India will not win the match. Something like that. You're crossing your fingers. I don't know the logic behind this. If you cross the fingers, India will win the match. If you don't cross, you cannot win. I still don't understand that logic. Okay. So the same superstition, Katappa. Don't question his superstitions. We can't question them. We just need to sit and laugh over that. Okay. He believed that a soldier is lucky if the soldier is holding on to even number of weapons, and unlucky if he is holding odd number of weapons. I think now you are getting into the concept. So Kattappa is superstitious. He will believe the soldier is holding even number of weapons, he is lucky. If he is holding odd number of weapons, unlucky. For example, if a soldier is having two weapons, he is lucky. If the soldier is having five weapons, he is unlucky. What nonsense are? It's a superstitious belief. I don't know. Sir, five weapons, two weapons. You are telling two weapons lucky, five unlucky? Sorry, boss, I don't know. I cannot question Katappa. He's not there in front of me. Okay. I think with this kind of belief, if you go to war, definitely it's not never lost a battle. I think I question this with this kind of lucky logic. Okay. He considered the army is ready for battle if the count of lucky soldiers is strictly greater than count of unlucky soldiers. Meaning he will decide whether his army is ready for battle or not. He considered the army as ready for battle. He considered the army as ready for battle. He considered the army as ready for battle if the count of lucky soldiers is strictly greater than the count of unlucky soldiers. For example, let us consider. I'll just think of this. I'll give you a scenario now. There are 10 people, 10 soldiers. There are 10 soldiers. There are 10 soldiers, let us consider. Totally, there are 10 soldiers. Uh, Give me a minute. Okay. So there are 10 soldiers. I was on a call, I did not speak. Okay, now there are 10 soldiers. So here, let us consider of seven people are holding even number of weapons. Even number of weapons. And three people are holding odd number of weapons. Now, Kattappa thinks they're ready for battle but not ready for battle. You tell me according to the question. The Kattappa now will think they're ready for the battle or not ready for the battle. You tell me. According to the question they have. Okay. So he's considered ready for battle if the count of lucky soldiers, sir, certain lucky soldiers are there. How do you tell they're lucky? Because they're having even number of weapons. A soldier is said to be lucky if they're even. If they're odd, they're unlucky. So lucky soldiers are greater than unlucky soldiers. Don't question the logic. I told you it is superstitious. So now I can declare they're ready for battle. Suppose if it is something that is 4 and 6, now they're ready for battle or not ready for battle? Now they're ready for battle or not ready for battle? Perfect. I'm not ready for battle. I hope now everyone understood the question, the story. I hope this question should be clear till now. Superb. Let me continue the question. Given the number of weapons each soldier is holding, they will give you the total number of weapons each soldier is holding. They will give you. So, given the number of weapons each soldier, they might give you the number. They might give you the number. How many weapons the soldier is holding? Your task is to determine whether the army formed by all the soldiers is ready for the battle or not ready. You have to display the output. Yes, I'm ready for the battle. I'm not ready for the battle. Given the number of weapons each soldier is holding. I think I gave you the number now. In 10. I think input also they will give you. I'll just check out the test cases for you. Give me time. Let me just check out the test cases. I'll just check out the test cases given. Yeah, they will give you two things. One is lucky soldiers and unlucky soldiers. They'll give you. They'll give you the list of lucky soldiers and unlucky soldiers. They'll give you. They will not give you total number of soldiers. The input there are two inputs given. The two inputs given are lucky soldiers count, unlucky soldiers count. I'll give you. Lucky soldiers count. I'll give you. Unlucky soldiers count. I'll give you. Two inputs I'm giving you. You have to take it from the keyboard. Lucky soldiers count, unlucky soldiers count. Two input declarations. Unlucky soldiers. I'll give you these two. And based on this, you have to display the output. If something you have to write, if system.out.println ready for war. I think the biggest story when it comes to program, it is simple if else if statement. It is just greater than two numbers program. Now I realized the biggest story at the end of the day, it is just A greater than B program. Oh, come on. At least for program's sake, this number, the program should have been bigger program. Now I realize it is just greater than lesser than number, that's all. Instead of asking you the question, display two numbers which is maximum, they're asking you in this way in the form of a story. So that is what the programming is about. Understanding the things and keeping it simple. So it is something like we were eagerly waiting for some twist. We were eagerly waiting some twist or climax will come. They made it so simple. So all that numbers can make a statement to just confuse you people to calculate even number, to calculate odd number. The question they had given, even number is there, odd number is there, and then they would have told many big hype they have created. But the climax became something like a cracker. We expected it to be something like a big bomb. So ready for battle or not ready for battle? Everything in uppercase. READY. READY. Ready for battle and not ready for battle. think the number of lines in the question is lesser than the answer itself. So what should I write inside this? I hope you can decide that now. I mean, ready for battle means lucky soldiers should be greater than unlucky soldiers. Take two input, if else statement. So even number, odd number, lucky, superstitious, Bahubali, Mahasena, all stories gone. It is just simple, turned out to be a simple program. That is what I'm trying to tell you people. You just make a mountain. When you try to analyze the program, it just looks so simple as this. Can you try out these two programs? Can you try out these two questions? Make an effort, no? Okay, give me a minute. I'll just check out the question and I'll activate the quiz. Just give me a minute. I'll just make sure everything is proper and then I'll activate the quiz. One, two. Remember, guys, the inputs given will be in form of Bahubali program. X lucky soldiers and unlucky soldiers, they will give you. You have to take it in the form of keyboard scanner class. You have to take the lucky soldiers count in the unlucky soldiers count using scanner class. They'll give you. We should just write what is, that's all the program. And here the first program, they'll give you D value, X value, Y value. The three inputs will be given. The first input will be D. The first input will be D. Second input will be X. Third input will be Y. And this program. So for that World Cup program, 3 inputs. For Katappa program, 2 inputs. Superb. Now, I'll activate it for you people. I think the question is correct only. Everything is correct. Let me activate the quiz for you people. It's a quick quiz. If I'm not wrong, let me activate it. So batch code Java program. So today is 10th. Today is 10th. Okay, perfect then. I think everything is correct. Open Java program. Fifth question paper. Fine. Please go to the active users, refresh and tell me, is it visible? The fifth question paper is visible. I've given the time till 11 o'clock. Please do check out. The quiz is activated. Please do the program. Please do the program. So this way of learning is more fun and interesting. You thought the programming is that much a mountain, but when it comes to programming, it looks very simple if-else statements. So this should give you the confidence of solving the programs on your own. The way you look at the things, the way you look at the things should change. Looking at the book, don't decide what exactly is inside that. So the test match, the World Cup match sequence, the first input is D, second input is X, third input is Y. Guys, 1 minute. Guys, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. I was just analyzing the concept. I was just analyzing. I think there's a small last part. I think I missed out this. Given the number of weapons each soldier is holding. Hold on. Let's stop the test. Given the number of weapons each soldier is holding. So I thought it is lucky soldiers and unlucky soldiers. It is something like this. I got it. So here, the first number they give is total soldiers, and the second number is what are the weapons held by each soldier. So here it is one soldier is there, one weapon is holding, not ready. Only one soldier is there, two weapons is holding, ready for the battle. Four soldiers are there. First soldier 11 weapons, second soldier 12 weapons, third soldier 13 weapons, fourth soldier 14 weapons. So in this case, equal unlucky soldiers, equal unlucky soldiers, so not ready. It should be greater than equal to also won't work. Okay. So here, three soldiers are there. One is lucky soldier, second is unlucky. So two lucky soldiers are there, ready for the battle. I think we need a for loop concept if I'm not wrong. Okay, what is the question right now? Let's listen. So what is going to happen in this case is the first input is total number of soldiers. The second input is the weapons they have. The second input is about weapons they have. I think there's a twist in the story. So we need a for loop to identify the total number of lucky soldiers, total number of unlucky soldiers. This lucky soldiers and unlucky soldiers count, we cannot calculate here like this. They are not giving me that. We have to calculate based on the input they give. They will give me the total number of soldiers. They are going to give me total number of soldiers. Total number of soldiers they'll give. And then what are the weapons with each soldier? Weapons with each soldier. I think here you have to take the input using for loop. The total number of soldiers is 5 means we have to take the input for 5 times. Total weapons count 5 times you have to take. Okay, it's an array. We need an array for this. So for loop, and it's not simple if else if statement. We need a for loop and array topic. I think we need an array. Okay, keep that aside. Keep that aside. So take a break now. 9:15 we'll just continue back and I'll tell you. Take a break now. So 9:15 we'll just continue back. And I'll modify the question according to make it. 9:15 we are going to continue back. Take a break of 15 minutes and come back 9:15.